This is real. Welcome to the third grade violin concert. I'm Ann Branch, Mrs. Branch, and I get to be the strings teacher at Claremont and also at Henry. And as part of that, I get to work with these third graders 2 times a week. Violin is a part of their regular weekly schedule. Coolest thing ever, and a highlight of my week. I love it so much. This group of third graders has cultivated the ability to stay focused for really long periods of time. You're going to see them being able to physically sustain a pretty intricate task for a pretty long period of time. I just am so pleased to get to show you what we've been learning this year. We are going to start off with our favorite open string song. This is called Froggy in the Meadow. Zip step, out over. So I referred to that last song as an open string song. That term means that we are using our bows on a string that does not have any fingers pushing it down. The next song we're going to show you uses one finger, and this is called the flower song. The brain power in this group is pretty impressive. So we are actually able to play that song backwards. Our next song uses 2 fingers. This is Hot Cross Buns. Get into playing position, sail out to sea. We're starting with 2 on E. Get your 2 fingers set up on the E string right away. Bow is resting on E, waiting. Would you believe me if I told you we can play that one backwards? Our next song is called the Monkey Song, and it uses 3 fingers. And almost all of the rest of our songs today are going to use 3 fingers. We know how to play the Monkey Song in 2 different keys. So you'll hear us play it 2 times in a row. We're starting on the E string, playing position. Okay, our next song is a little longer. This is the double monkey song. It is also known as the A major scale, and we are going to play 2 different versions of it. First version, pepperoni pizza. Second version, sausage pizza. Playing position, please. This is the long one, so make sure you really have that power. You're allowed to see check your sword you're in. Okay, 3rd graders. Actually, it's time to have a seat. They've been working so hard. We're not talking though. You don't need to talk when you do that. Thank you. Okay, I want to take this chance first to let their muscles relax a little bit. They've been working really hard. But also, I want to take a minute to address parents and students about what the future looks like for you guys in strings. First of all, this year is not over, and I have so much more I'm excited to teach you. We are still working on violin stuff all the way through to the end of the year. The happy news is we only have maybe 2 more notes to learn how to play. So now we just get to do all kinds of fun stuff with the notes that we already know and use our songs to get better at the violin. the beginning, we had to learn the violin in order to play a song. And now we get to use the songs that we know to actually get better at the violin, because then that carries on into everything else that we do. In 4th grade, students have the option to switch to a different bowed stringed instrument. So that's the viola. The viola is played on the shoulder like a violin, but it is lower. So it doesn't have an E string. The E string is our highest string, and it has a string that's lower than the violin's lowest string. Another option is the cello. That's the big instrument that you have to sit to play. It's really deep. And then the bass is the biggest one. It's so big you have to stand to play it or be on a tall stool. And it's our lowest instrument. So you can imagine that in 4th grade in strings class, we get to experience a greater depth of sound. And it's really a cool thing to be a part of. So that means we have more interesting harmonies, and you get a little taste of what it's like to be in a real live orchestra. And we've all experienced how moving orchestra music can be. Imagine a movie with no soundtrack. So we get to start to get a taste of what that feels like to be a part of, not only to experience as a listener, but to actually create it or recreate an idea that someone else had. You can tell that I get really excited about that. In Parkway, kids can stay in strings all the way through their senior year. So if you've ever been to a high school orchestra concert and heard that top orchestra, woo, that is really exciting. Those kids have kept orchestra in their schedules all the way through. And I have kids that are also Parkway kids, and I've been teaching in this area a long time. And even the kids who, pardon me for 1 second. Even the kids who are, they're not planning to major in music or anything. Maybe they're going to be doctors. They've got heavy academic loads, or they're like super in sports. But having that moment in their day where it's like, this is when I make music with my peers is such a good thing for them on the inside. I've also seen that music ensemble become one of the core social groups. I've seen orchestra open up doors to serve the community, to travel, just some things that maybe wouldn't have been experiences for kids if they weren't a part of an ensemble. You can tell that I'm a big fan of Parkway's commitment to music, and I just want to make sure that that long-term kind of trajectory is a little bit on your radar, even now, even with 3rd grade. All right, we are going to continue. Please stand up, 3rd graders. We're about to play 3 different versions of Twinkle, Twinkle. We're going to play the pepperoni pizza version. Then the St. Louis thin crusty version, and then my favorite, cheesy macaroni. Sorry, I got distracted. The light blue slide. I think I see a teacher back there. Hey. We're going to sing a little ditty for you. If someone could change to the yellow slide. Our next song gives a little appetizer of what it's like in 4th grade when we get to play in harmony often. This song includes some harmony. That means when we have more than one note being played at a time that sound good together. First row, playing position. Second and third rows, you're still in rest position. that's pretty complex, and that was really well done, third graders. We have one more song for you, and it's one of our favorites, but before we play it, a few housekeeping things. There's sports club in the morning, so we need help holding chairs at the end. Here's how you do it. If you step on that back part, it always takes me a minute to figure it out. So let me take you a minute to step on that back part. And then they're going to need to be face down, and they'll need to be in stacks behind the riders. So if you're able to help with that, that would be incredible. The students, as soon as we finish, are going to need to pack up their instruments. And which class size are you talking about? The Stasen's kids, if it's okay with your family, I'd like you to go ahead and take your instrument all the way back to the room and put it on the shelf where it belongs. Okay? Ms. Durham's class, you can leave your cases on this in the gym. We have borrowed violins from our school so that we do 2 classes at one time. All right, this is one of our favorites. This is called pardon me. Also, thank you so much, Dr. Birch. Thank you so much, Mrs. Harms. Mr. Wilk was the enormous help today, the PE teacher, showed me how to do all kinds of stuff. Ms. Stasen and Ms. Durham consistently bring their classes to me just ready to learn. They are awesome. So thank you to everybody who's helped, especially the people. Durham's first row, you are dismissed to go loosen your